Hello, welcome back to the Sorcerer's Code, Volume 1, Episode 4. This is on Nicotianna or rustica, or better known as sacred tobacco. And I'm getting straight into it today. Sacred tobacco is being used for centuries and centuries, mainly by the people of the Americas, from North right down to South America. The Native American Indians have a bit of a different tobacco as well that grows wild tobacco. It's the Labibia, it's called. So, won't be discussing that today, however. There are numerous varieties of the nicotianna species, and we're focusing on the rustica. The other one that's most popular is the tobacum, which is used commercially for cigarettes and so forth. The difference between the two mainly is that the rustica has almost 18 to 20 times the amount of alkaloid content in the plant as opposed to the tobacum. A lot of this is lost in the commercial tobacco when they cure it, because they cure it for up to about 8 years, and they use smoking sheds and all this kind of thing, and different kinds of flavours in the woods, different types of woods they burn while they smoke it to produce different flavours as well. With sacred tobacco, it's grown wild, it is picked, but the material isn't cured the same way the tobacco is. So what they do, they like to maintain the high content of the alkaloid in it, and make use of that during initiations for the young men. And in those initiations, the tobacco is often rolled into large cigars, quantities that would probably kill a normal person like myself, or even most other people who aren't used to it. These guys grow up using it all the time. In high levels, it is a psychoactive and psychotropic medicine plant, and it is exactly that. It's the pinnacle of medicine plants. Historically, it's been used in trade. It's been used for healing, seeing and diagnosing illnesses with people within the tribe and so forth. It's used as a snuff through bones and so forth traditionally. It is used as a concoction, a power drink basically, and the difference in use is that only the shamans and the tabaqueros drink the actual potion, whereas the village people snuff the potion through their nose. They get the liquid up their nose. Now, rustica is a powerful stimulant, and I make it as a tea often, or I smoke it. When you smoke it, it doesn't have the longest lasting effect as a stimulant unless you smoke quite a bit of it, and it can also be smoked well with datura or marijuana if you want to use that as well. It kind of conflicts with the marijuana a little bit, as opposed to normal tobacco when you put that in. But the effect is a stimulant. It's a very powerful stimulant, especially as a tea, and you would put in basically 1 heaped teaspoon with a tea bag, or even some mint, a couple of sugars, make it nice and sweet, and no milk, so you're drinking it black. Basically, it has a pepper taste, and it can be a little bit coarse to swallow, but it is quite sweet and has an interesting taste and smell. It's not a coarse taste at all. It's not too bad. Also good for using as dreaming and in meditation as well. It's a very good plant to use ritually, and the natives also used it to welcome and present it at the smoke as a gift to the spirits during their rituals and ceremonies as well. So, as I said before, it's the pinnacle of medicinal plants pretty much throughout the world. Once again, the West has taken that, turned it into a mass product, spray it with poisons and so forth, and try to kill us with it. You can debate all the studies. I don't know about it. I really don't think there's that much to be said on that, but I want to discuss here. Nonetheless, the sacred tobacco is a beautiful tobacco, and it can be prepared basically. The leaves are removed. Here's some dried tobacco, fresh dried tobacco. This is a few months old now. I'm letting it sit. I smoke it from time to time. This one here is mainly offcuts and flowers. It has a bit of a darker texture and a bit of a stronger flavour, but again, it's very nice. But the leaves, the first one I showed you is the leaves. In cultivating and preparing the plant, you can use, I've got him here, basically the seeds are very, very small, and I have here, I'll use this. This is a seed pod with a flower. Okay, as you can see there, the seeds are really, really small, but you put some of them on some good rich soil. They need a lot of uptake in potassium and what's the other one? Nitrate, I think it is. It needs very high risk, that, especially when you're removing at the end. But basically, put it on the soil, let it sit on the soil, and then just use a little bit of water, not too much, in a watering can to lightly settle the seeds into the soil. They require a lot of sun as well, so put them in a sunny spot, preferably at the beginning of summer, but I'm going to see how they go all the year through. I had a previous crop for myself. Don't sell it, it's for yourself, and keep it for your meditations and your ceremonies. It works wonders, it's great. It's not about getting high or anything like that. It doesn't really have that effect, but it's great for welcoming spirits and cleansing the area around you. It's good for healing and so forth as well, and chakras and energy matrices and so forth. Now, when the plant starts to grow, here we are here, we have one right here for you. You have to sucker the plant, which basically is inside here in this little V. It'll grow those pods that I showed you before, and you be very careful. You get a razor blade and you cut down in there and in there, and you just take them all out. We want as much, and same with the flowers. You tip the flowers, you don't want them on there while it's growing. You want the plant to grow large and rich, and you want all that the alkaloids going into the leaves and all the power going into the leaves, so you have a much bigger leaf, a much bigger plant. They can grow well over in the ground. They can grow well over 6 feet tall, and truly beautiful plant. The guides that work within the spirits attached to them are very helpful, and they'll come straight away. I've had some great dreams with them, even in meditations. I've seen the plant, so like it was there, just shining silver. We're just getting to know one another, and it was a great experience. It's a very helpful plant, beautiful healing spirits to it. When you smoke it, it cleans out all your pores. You kind of get this light film over yourself, and it cleans all the pores out, and it's great effects. So that's the show for now, and get growing, and I'll see you in the next episode, which is ayahuasca.